Boker Tov. Good morning. How are you? It's Tuesday, and you know what that means. It's Torah Tuesday. Yay! I hope everybody's good this morning. It's a little close out there with that tropical storm doing its thing in the Gulf there, but hope everybody's okay down there. Okay, let's study some Torah. What do you think? I would like to title this one today, Watch What You Wish For. Okay? In this week's Parsha, the people took to complaining bitterly. Adonai heard and grew angry. A fire of Adonai broke out against them, ravaging the outskirts of the camp. The people cried out to Moses. Moses prayed to Adonai, and the fire died down. Then the Israelites wept and said, "If only we had meat to eat! We remember the fish that we used to eat free in Egypt, the cucumbers, the melons, the leeks, the onions, and the garlic. Now there is nothing, nothing at all, nothing but this manna to look forward to." Here we go again. The Israelites complaining, driving Moses absolutely crazy. Now the manna, well, it was no great culinary treat, but there were hundreds of thousands of Israelites wandering the desert, and every morning they woke up and there was manna. No hunting, no farming, no foraging for something to eat. So Moses got tired. He got so tired of hearing the whining and complaining that he asked, no, he beseeched Adonai. He said, "God, please kill me. Just kill me. Put an end to this endless torture." Adonai tells God, the other way around. Adonai tells Moses to gather 70 leaders of the tribes, and they will share the responsibility of taking care of the Israelites. Now, as for the people, Adonai tells Moses to tell them, "Adonai will give you meat, and you shall eat. You shall eat not 1 day, not 2, not even 5 days, or 10 or 20, but a whole month." Until it comes out of your nostrils and becomes loathsome to you. Moses then questions Adonai on how Adonai is going to accomplish this task. Adonai is furious that Moses would ask such a question. Is there a limit to the Lord's power? Now Rashi, remember Rashi, the commentator? Rashi considers Moses' lack of faith here an error as grave as the one committed later at Meribah, and the one that keeps him from seeing the promised land. Rashi thinks that the only reason this one didn't is because Moses questioned Adonai in private instead of in public like he did in Meribah. And when we get to the one in Meribah, you'll see what's going on with that. So, Adonai makes it rain down quail. The people start to gather up all the meat, but it comes down so hard and so much that they're literally submerged in meat. They cook some and prepare more, and it keeps coming down on them. Finally, the people who spoke up and complain choke on their own greed. Pretty dramatic lesson, huh? Maybe we should all just be happy with life, what we have, and not crave or lust after something else. Or maybe we should stop whining and do it for ourselves. Either way, we have to learn not to whine, not to complain so much, and we have to take charge of our own affairs. So, after all, sometimes we just have to watch what we wish for. So, there's a couple questions here. What is manna? Oh, good question. Manna was manna from the sky. What happens is when God takes the children of Israel out of Egypt, there's two things that happen. There's at night there's a great ball of fire that leads them so they can see where they're going, and during the day there's a cloud. It's like a cloud of dust, so that they know where they're going. Okay, this says follow me kind of thing. But the other thing is so they can eat it. God gives them manna from the sky. Now, manna, we think, was pretty much like an oatmeal, grits kind of thing. What's that saying? You can live on it, but you wouldn't want to eat it too much. That kind of thing. Crocodile Dundee had some line like that. You can live on it, but it tastes like, you know what I mean. You know where I'm going with that. Point is, it had the nutrients and you could eat it, but you got tired of it after a while. But quail sounds really good. It's a delicacy, right? But after you're knee deep in quail for 30 days, you probably got tired of it. And manna's looked real good after that. Just saying, okay? And remember, they didn't have to go look for it. They didn't have to go find it. They didn't have to go do anything. They were just marching around in the desert, right? So that's that, okay? I hope you learned something. I hope you enjoyed yourself. Love getting your questions, your comments, seeing who's there. And that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. I will see you next week for Torah Tuesday. And have a good week. Have a good Shabbat. And hopefully things will calm down. And life will be a little more... Oh, and if you have a primary, if you're in one of the states that has a primary today, vote. Vote, 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 vote. Very important. Okay? Enough of that. I'll see you next week. I'll see you next Tuesday for Torah Tuesday.